Mess around,
I
got
see you added
Montel.
something to the intro a little bit, huh?
Man, come on, brother. This is what we do. This is
I
what
hear
we
you,
do.
fam.
I'm about to say Montel Allen out there in the Yay area doing what he do.
Yeah,
Man, it's good to see you, brother. Had some
you
some
too, man.
technology issues last week. I'm gonna blame it
Yeah.
on the alignment of the sun and the moon or something. But all I know is we here now. We
Hey,
here now.
God done gave us another day, another blessing, brother. We good. We
Say
good.
that one more time for the people in the back.
So they can hear it. God then gave us another blessing, so we good.
Know me, I'm gonna cut that up. That's gonna be all over the internet. Seniors
Mhm.
in the building, appreciate you, sir. We got Mr. Cox is here as always. Appreciate you, sir, as well. Listen, man, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. He says, "Amen" to that one for sure.
Yeah.
Um, we didn't do last week, but be honest with you, let's talk about it. Let's just have the overall conversation about what's been going on in the social impact of sports world. Uh, hadn't been all that exciting.
It's been some stuff, but not too much. I mean,
you
I
know,
think, I think, you know what? To be honest with you, I think it's more things that's happening that kind of affects our culture more so
mm,
than anything, especially when it's colliding with the hip hop culture and sports. I forgot Papooses' girlfriend, Remy Ma's ex, Remy Ma's ex, husband, Papoose, the rapper.
mm-hmm,
His girlfriend is she's the champion in boxing, and her and Remy Ma had a run into each other and threw some hands, and man,
well,
that just don't look. It doesn't look good for
I was
our
gonna.
culture,
So
man.
I was gonna say, one is saying that it didn't happen. What's because
Hmm.
no, was it Clarice Shields? I think it was supposed
Yeah,
to.
Claire shit. There you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
forgot
she
her
was
name. Yeah,
supposed to. She was supposed to drop hands with him, but one is saying that it did happen. One is saying that it didn't happen. But you're right. That's just not a good look. We don't
yeah.
we don't
Why
want to
why
go
is
out
that
like that.
happening though? I'm saying, why can't they discuss it like young adults or like adults? I mean, why is it has to be we have to go to fisticuffs over whatever situation? Why are we not being able to hash it out? Especially successful people, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen it happens in no other race and no other culture except ours, where successful people are beefing and fighting with each other physically, not just arguing, but physically.
Physically
I
throwing
don't,
hands. Yeah.
yeah, that's just not acceptable. It's not acceptable no more, man. I mean, we gotta hold ourselves to a higher standard, I believe.
Well, we are the ones that started World Star, and we all
Yeah,
locked into World Star because we wanted to see ratchetry. But you're
yeah,
right.
but
This is not the way that we need to be looking as a people, as a culture in 2025, 2026.
I think, like you said, World Star was to promote ignorance, right, with the
Mm-hmm.
fighting and all that stuff that they're showing. Two people that obviously have may have been successful, have made the right moves in their lives, made good career moves, and now we're still fighting. Fist fighting, talking about
Mm-hmm.
running up on each other and fighting, talking about when we see each other, we're gonna see these hands. I mean,
Yeah.
where's enough is enough? Like, when are we going? I mean, these are young women, which need to teach our young ladies to hold themselves to a higher standard, not
Olympians,
fighting on World
Clarissa
Store, not
Shields,
doing
gold
those
medal,
things.
right? I
Yeah,
mean,
gold
think
medal.
about it.
You're the epitome of a sport that's cast you out for so long, and yet you want to go out and now threaten or now want to go fight your boyfriend's ex girlfriend. For what reason?
That don't even sound right
I mean,
coming out your mouth.
yeah, I mean, for what is the purpose of that, and what is that going to show that you can do that? You're a professional boxer, so obviously, if you throw hands, I'm assuming you're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
But for what reason are we doing this? Like, we look so ignorant, man. We do. We look so stupid when these things happen, and then to post videos about it and do all those things, we look even more stupid to the audience. But yet, hey, it gets all the clicks and likes and gets people like us talking about it. But we're talking about ignorant things instead of talking about things that should be progressing us as a society and people.
Yeah. I want to keep on this path, and I want to go down another route with some more altercations that happen. But I completely agree with you on that. I mean, that one should not have happened. But I worry about Shakari Richardson and what happened with her and her boyfriend at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Right, where
Yep.
they physically got into an altercation. She got to pushing him, shoving him. He rightfully, smartly didn't put his hands on her. At least we didn't see it in any of the footage in the video that was released. But I, I don't know. Again, that's boyfriend and girlfriend. He hadn't put a ring on it yet. So I mean, there's no changing of names and vows. Nobody jumped a broom. I mean, why even be in that type of an altercation when you're that kind of a? And I'm asking you because I want to know when you're that
Yeah.
much of a visible person. When you're Shakari Richardson and you're in the I don't remember which airport it was. You're in an airport and you know there's cameras everywhere. You know some people are recording you and all this, and you get in this physical altercation and then afterwards, after you get done been arrested, I apologize. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I, I don't want to belittle it. I don't want to make fun of it. That's not what I'm doing. But again, it's just not a good look to have all of these the main stories that we're talking about our athletes, about our people who are at the forefront, is that the fact we out here having domestic violence situation.
Well, the crazy part is it's shifted, right? It was men being violent against
Mm,
other men or males, or being
interesting.
violent against women. Now we have women being
Yeah.
violent against men. Um, Shakari Richardson. I mean, obviously it's an argument or a disagreement that got escalated. Um, which is sad that she felt she had to put her hands on him or push him. I don't think it warranted to be arrested. I didn't think so. I think he easily just has de-escalated it because he wasn't responding back or he didn't put his hands on their back. And I even think that made her more frustrated, so she started pushing him even harder and trying to do
Yeah.
all those things.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a situation where she's got to do better and know to walk away, just like we tell the men. If a situation gets too hot and too escalated, where you feel you got to get into a physical altercation, you need to walk away, go away, get away. That's a big old airport. You can go somewhere else and go sit, got calm down real quick, and then
Man,
come back.
listen.
I don't have to. I don't have to be. I don't have to like you for that in that moment, right? I can just go away, get my wits, calm down, then come back, and we can finish our argument or finish the discussion or break up or do whatever we're gonna do at that point. But the
Hey.
fact of the matter, we can't put ourselves in situations where the public eye sees our athletes, our people out there always being violent.
Because it's never gonna be good. It's never gonna look good, right? And
It's never gonna look
it's
good.
always gonna be a problem, and a whole lot of explaining to do at the end of the day.
Yeah. So it's kind of it's actually sad, man. It's sad. It's I mean it's a terrible trend actually going on. With that with women fighting women. Shakari Richardson fighting her boyfriend. The stuff going on in the WNBA. There was a fight last night in the WNBA, altercation in the WNBA last night.
The WNBA
Uh,
is off the chain right now, brother. People throwing, listen, they throwing dildos on
sex
the on.
sex toys, yeah, sex
Come
toys
on,
out there.
man.
I mean, whether and that's the crazy part. Maybe the first time it was funny, he was doing it out of being trying to be funny. Because of the sexuality of some of the
Yeah,
WNBA players.
yeah,
But now it's stupid. It's actually getting to a point where it's ridiculous. Where it's halting the game. You're throwing it at players and hitting them.
yeah.
It's
Come
just
on,
getting to a
you
point
can't
where
do
it's
that.
ridiculous.
You can't be
Yeah,
hitting
like
players.
why go to the game? Why to go to the game if that's your goal is to go throw a sex toy at the WNBA player? Like
Knowing
is
you're gonna
that's
get called out, you're gonna get arrested, you're gonna get booked, and
just look stupid. But you look stupid.
you look
Like,
stupid.
what is the purpose of that? Like, what is the purpose of me walking around with that sex toy? I look like the imbecile, not them.
I'm
And
gonna
then the
ask some
fact that I'm going to
questions.
throw it on the court, it
Mhm.
just, man, it's very tasteless. And I'm glad the WNBA, but one thing I do commit the WNBA, they addressed it head on. They're talking
Yeah,
about it. They're like, hey,
yeah,
this needs to stop. We're going to put it into this and do all those things. They're not ignoring it. Like I said in the beginning, it probably was a funny joke. Um, funny joke. Well, whoever has that sick sense of humor, throwing it out there because of their sexuality. But now it's getting way out of control, out of hand. And I hope people stop, and I hope they do. I mean, I hope you don't get arrested. I don't think it's warranted you to be committed of a crime, but I do warrant you need to be thrown out of the stadium, out of
yeah,
the arena,
yeah.
and not be able to
You
come
be
back.
kicked out. You be kicked out for sure. And again, I agree. And it's first time, like, okay, come on, this stupid prank.
Yeah.
Don't do it again. But then you mess around and every other game because you know me, I'm a fan. I'm watching all my WNBA games, and
Hmm.
I'm like, oh my god, every time out, every time we go to the line, someone's throwing something and something's happening. It's not a good look for everybody. For the
No.
league, because again, now you got families who are like, man, I don't want to bring my little kids there because I don't need them around these types of things, and that's not the that's not the goal of it. But just like you're saying, even just last night, big altercation with Connecticut and I forgot the other team, but
Was
again,
it Fever?
they
It
get
wasn't a Fever. It was
no, it
somebody.
wasn't.
But yeah,
But yeah, they getting the scrapping out there like that, and then people are throwing stuff. It's just people are wound pretty tight right now, and it's for a whole lot of reasons. But you got to think
mhm,
smarter with some of these actions, in my mind.
absolutely, absolutely.
I like Kevin's question though. He says, "No, but why does your sexuality matter? If you don't like it, don't attend or support the game or the league." All right.
I agree. I
At the
agree,
end of the day,
100%.
don't pay your money to go to Las Vegas Aces game if all you got planned is to go in there with something in your pocket so you can throw it out there on the court at halftime.
Yep.
And
I think that's rightfully so. Why waste your money and why be a part of something if you want to go in there and just be ignorant and be belligerent or be very tasteless in them? I mean, and at the end of the day, man, I mean, I don't care what your sexuality. They're women. Why
yeah,
would you throw that at a woman? Why would you
yeah,
do that to women? Like,
that's
why would you
child.
treat a woman like that? I mean, that's not even no more remotely nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That what you're doing is something that people do in the privacy amongst themselves in their moments and their intimate moments. And yeah, you going.
Mm-hmm. See that every time I told you, every time we start talking about somebody, the FBI call, IRS call, CI, somebody calling. But you're right on that. You're right.
Yeah,
Um, we blowing through some. I want to ask you one more question about another sports person situation. I'm not sure if you saw this, and I really want to get. I've been holding on to this for a couple of days. I just want to get your take and feel. Have you heard about Shohei Otani and the latest
yeah.
situation that he's in?
I heard a little bit about it. I didn't get to really get a feel. Uh,
So, I mean, from the jump, I'm just gonna say this. From the jump, I think, and I don't want to put words in your mouth. You weren't completely feeling Shohei. I try to give him some props, and I try to say, man, he innocent till proven anything else, and then he's still innocent. But long story short, folks, here he is right now again in another situation in kerfuffle, whatever word you want to use. Shohei and his agent have gone in and essentially bullied some real estate investors, some real estate partners that they were having for a while in Hawaii and gotten them fired for this large, as you see, $240 million real estate project. Shohei and his agent have allegedly muscled in and taken over all the contract negotiations, all of the discussions about financing and everything, moved everyone else out and taking over this. I don't know if that's illegal. I don't know if that's money laundering. I don't know what the term is, but it's just not a good look. When we just had this conversation a few months ago about Shohei and a ton of money.
mhm.
Now he's involved with his agent, $240 million in Hawaii, kicking everyone else out of it so he can fully negotiate the situation and control it. Maybe it's capitalism. I don't know. Talk to me, brother. This your boy Shohei.
I, like I said before, man. I mean, I just don't think it's a blind eye. So, a person right here is strong arming somebody for 240 million right now. You mean to tell me he let somebody that's an interpreter take that kind of money from him and do those things with it? I just don't buy it. I mean, I think he's a shrewd businessman. I think he's in it to win it. He's gonna go get all the money he can go get when he's doing. I don't know if this is illegal what he's doing, but I mean, obviously he went in there like, hey, this is my show. I'm gonna rock this to make sure this works. So I don't know, man. I mean, dude is. I mean, he's something. He's something different. I can tell you that. He's making whatever he's doing. If he's losing money out of it, or his neighbors be involved in something that's illegal, he really does move himself away from it really quick. And like you said, put the blame on somebody else. But something like this, where I don't think it's illegal, is just showing that another side of him that
Yeah.
we weren't trying to see. And regardless what people want to think, he's the face of baseball.
Yes, he
He
is.
is the face of baseball. He's an international phenom in baseball. So this makes, I mean, The Dodgers are going to support him regardless, man, because he's selling tickets and he's selling shirts and he's making them so much money. You know, that $1 billion contract has already been paid since they won the World
Oh
Series.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So he's good. I mean, this is just a spot in the eye, man. I don't think it's illegal. It's just a stain in his eye. I just don't think the dude is blind to everything that's going on. I think he's actually really aware of what's going on around, and I
He's the
think he figured,
mastermind.
what's up? Yeah,
Shohei
yeah,
is the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain. So here I got it highlighted. The suit accuses Otani and Balelo, his agent, of tortuous interference and unjust enrichment. Hayes, a developer with 40 years of experience, and Matsumoto, who was to be the listing agent for the houses averaging $17 million. Grown folk money right there. Each say
yeah.
that Otani and his agent tried to undermine their interests in a second neighboring venture. So, not just this one, a whole nother venture. Houses worth $17 million each, total $240 million deal in Hawaii on the Big Island.
Hey,
Shohei know what
man.
he doing. Shohei know what he
Yeah,
doing.
he know what he's doing, man. He definitely, I mean, he's definitely moving the project along to make that extra coin. I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, I don't think he's oblivious like everybody thought he was. Oh, he doesn't speak English and he doesn't know what's really going on. Somebody stole
He
something from
know
him.
how to speak money though, right? He know how to speak
I
business.
ain't, but I wasn't. I didn't believe that from day one, and I'm not believing it now. I do
Right.
believe. I'll say it again. I think the Dodgers and Major League Baseball protected their interests. They wanted to make sure he wasn't involved in that gambling thing, so they figured out a way to cover it up and sweep it under the rug and keep things moving. Period. And now he's in this situation. I mean, kudos to him, man. If he's gonna do what he's gonna do it. You know, do it. Make that money. I can't argue with him. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with stepping in if he has to be a shrewd businessman in order to get the deal done. I don't know about him undermining them. I don't know about that part of appreciating, but it looks like he's stepping in to try to get the deals done for those $17 million houses. So
Yeah, we'll see. You know, there's always three sides to the story, right? Yours, mine, and the
absolutely,
truth. So we
yes,
we
sir.
will we will see which one comes out in the court of law. Let's move on. Let's be cognizant of time because again, I want you to get to where you need to get to. And folks, if you got questions, ask us because we will answer your questions. But football is back,
Hmm.
and that's a good thing, right? We love our other sports. You know, shouts out to the golf, rugby, uh, whatever else there is out there, softball, and you know, shouts out to all of it. See, there you go, right there, right? Um,
That's my sound effect.
that's what this brother got. Don't get us, banned on YouTube here. But
No, we
we've been
good.
waiting for football to come back. It's back. We had the situation as the season started, the Hall of Fame game right before that. Shannon had some issues that kind of went in the face before his brother got inducted into the Hall of Fame. No, come on, Shannon. Yeah, bruh. Poor Shannon Sharp. But we'll put that out there as well because I don't think you and I have talked about it since he got caught up and now he no longer has a job with ESPN. He's just out here in these YouTube streets. Okay, make this YouTube money as well, Mr. Sharp.
Hmm.
But that was not a good look, right? To have that all break down and it kind of took the shine away, I think, from Sterling Sharp going into the Hall of Fame because everyone was talking about his brother. That's one thing. And Cleveland Browns got a fourth string quarterback that went out there and showed out. Cleveland Browns got a quarterback that didn't go first round, didn't go second round, didn't even go third, didn't even go fourth round in the draft.
I'm fine.
And right, there was a lot of conversation about why, who, what. Is it racial profiling? Is it racial prejudice? Is it whatever? Shedeur Sanders went out there and won that game for them Browns.
Hmm.
Is the young brother, is he gonna be legendary or was that just a splash in the pan because again it was preseason and not everybody was completely ready. You were in
It's
the Shador
preseason.
12.
I mean, I'm becoming more and more of a fan. Definitely the way he plays, and then especially what happened to him. We want to root for the underdog always.
Yes,
You know
yeah,
how that goes. I think in this situation, I think one, he played excellent.
yeah.
Two, but it was preseason. It's not a real game. Teams haven't prepared for him. It's a little bit different when teams are actually scouting, preparing for you, and seeing what you do. NFL are full of geniuses when it comes to those defensive coordinators on how to stop people. So I don't want to put him like he's far ahead of everybody, but I do believe he showed out and showed what he's capable of doing, given the opportunity and being in those situations.
Mm.
With that being said, I mean Cleveland Browns, they should be kissing the stars, man, because I think he's gonna be a star in the making. He's already a star in social media. He's a star amongst our culture. He's a star amongst anybody that liked Dion and the family and followed his story. Everybody loves Shador, what he's doing. Plus what he's doing in Cleveland, right? He's out there giving back. He's out
Yeah.
there actually physically in the streets. He's out there in Cleveland trying to make a better way, showing that he's really invested in the organization. But they're trying to do everything to make sure this boy don't play. I mean, they're trying to figure out every which way how somebody could be better than him or he's not ready or whatnot. I get it. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. Flacco gets the first shot at it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
He does. He's
yeah.
a vet. He's a vet. He knows what to do. He's been there so many years. He knows how to prepare for games and teams and all that stuff. He gets the first shot at it. But everybody else behind that is Shador. It should
Yeah.
be Shador. There's no, I mean, he's clearly outplaying everybody, all the other backups. He should be moving up the depth chart where he's number 2 and getting ready to go. If anything goes down, Flacco struggles or anything goes wrong, it's time to insert the young man and give him an opportunity to play.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my personal opinion. But I think they got it two ways. Cleveland should be kissing the stars for 2 ways. One, if he plays for him, right? I think he's going to be a phenom. If he plays for him, I think he's going to be great. Also, his stock has risen so high. If they
Yep.
want to trade him, they're going to get a lot for Shador right now.
Yep.
Because Shador's proven that he's ready. He's there. I don't know if he's a starter right now, but he's definitely there. He's there to be ready to be button heads and compete and be in a situation where he can play and get down with it. So it's a win-win, man, for all him, man. I'm proud of the young man. I think he's got nothing but upswing. Now, again, it's gonna change a little bit when they start game playing against him. It ain't gonna be as easy. It's not gonna be as easy, but I think he'll better rise to the occasion, man. His dad prepared him to get him ready. So I
Yeah.
think the Sanders family should be very proud.
I mean, I think it's just funny that we're talking about, and so many other folks are talking about, again, a 5th-round pick, and the fact that he played well in the preseason game. You would expect that they're all professional athletes, and we're talking about 5th-round pick who injured himself in practice the other day and probably won't play against the Eagles during their game. It's just interesting how when he showed out, went out, did what he had to do. He showed out. He's not causing any negative issues off of the field. He's
Nope.
taking care of community. He's saying mostly the right things. I would say right during press and the media and in front of folks, in front of microphones and cameras and stuff like that. We're giving him some grace as well, as he's got his dad is going through his issues, so let them process all. I mean, it's just we're not talking about any other 4th or 5th round player at
No,
all,
no,
like
and
anyone is talking about this guy.
you got to think about it. There's probably not no 4th or 5th round person that has the talent he has and that's in the position to
Mhm.
shine where he's at. I mean, he's in a position to make immediate impact, not developed impact, immediate impact on the team, and be able to go in there and be successful and do all those things. So I mean, let's get the man the props, man.
Yeah,
The young man balled out. He showed everybody he belongs in the NFL. First of all, number one, he belongs there, and number two, he can play at that high level. Now, I mean, I'm sad that he's not going to be able to play this week. I'm not quite sure what he hurt or whatnot, but it's sad that he's not going to be able to play this
I
week.
think it
To
was
kind
his
of,
obliques. Yeah, I said it was
yeah,
his oblique. Yeah.
yes. So he's not get a chance to follow up his performance he had last week. But I mean, I think that earned him enough to go ahead and catch this break and be able to get on the third preseason game and to get ready for the season. I think he's going to be all right.
How does Deshaun Watson feel sitting in that quarterback room,
Collecting the
knowing?
check. No,
Yeah,
he ain't bad. He feel fine collecting that check.
okay,
They owe him.
okay.
I think they still owe him over 70 million, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, what's there to be sad about, man? At this point,
I'm just saying, Deshaun Watson. Every time something hurt, he go to the massage table and then he got another
I didn't say
case.
all that. So you
Okay,
add
see,
more onto it.
oh,
He
oh,
just
oh.
got married, man. He got married not too long ago. Leave the man alone. I mean, Hey, he done had his indiscretions just like so many other of them. I don't want to bring that up, but
Look at
I
you.
would hope.
Okay, okay. We
I
gonna
would
we gonna
no, but I
pray
would
for him
hope for
too.
him. I would definitely hope for him that if he's gonna get back and play in the game into the
Yeah,
game, I hope he's all the way in it.
yeah.
Or you know what, walk away, walk away. Freedom of, I mean, get your money, man. This already counts towards their cap. You just don't need to be there, man. Go live the second part of your life with your wife and enjoy. You know, and step. I don't think there's nothing wrong with stepping out of the limelight, especially when you win it. So I hope he figures that out soon, and the rest to be history. You
Rest
know.
to be his. Okay, we know. So he's near the end, and you already kick him out the league. Travis Hunter just starting. He got his young lady. Okay, I'm not.
Hmm.
See, I'm not gonna talk about anybody's family. I'm not gonna do that. Travis, shouts out to Travis Hunter though, because he did what he needed to do in his preseason debut as well. Went out there, played both sides of the ball,
Hmm.
and did a little bit of damage. So it's good to see these young cats who had a lot of pressure on them. Right? Again,
Hmm.
what 18, 19, 20 years old? I don't know. Man. At that age, I was not. Listen, I was not ready for anything to this magnitude as well. But to see young Hunter go out there, to see young Sanders go out there, to see even some of the other rookies as well go out there and show in and show out. That I mean that's a tip. There's positive, right? We started out with some negatives, but there's some positive to what's going
Yeah.
on out there with these
Yeah.
folks that got all these eyes on.
I think the younger athletes they're definitely developed. They're getting their IQ was getting extremely high going into the game.
Yeah,
And you can see it from high school going into college, college going into the pros. Um, the elevation of the game has gotten so much. I mean, so much higher. You know, to exceed to get to the NFL. I mean, there's kids learning, 300-page books at the high school level now, and they're learning all these different things to get themselves prepared to go to the next level. And remember, I think people don't. That's the elite of the elite.
yeah,
The elite of the elite in the NFL. So there's only so many spots guys can get in there and play. Only 3% of those guys that play college ball make it to the league. So it's the elite of the elite. So you got to be very prepared. And I think these kids are showing that they are. And the ones that get the opportunity to get in it, they're showcasing their talent now. It's not delayed development gratification. But that's also a trend, right? When you're in high school going to college, big time colleges aren't waiting for guys to develop. You got to be ready now
yeah,
to
yeah.
be able to compete. So
Yeah.
it's kind of just trickling down. When you get to the NFL, you got to be ready to compete and be ready to get ready to go right now. There's that room, that error, that margin for development is gone. So I get it. I
Yeah,
understand.
it's gonna be a nice draft next year. I know we just started, but I'm ready for Arch Manning to come through.
We
I've
got to
been
see. I
watching
mean,
Arch Manning.
he's got a lot of pressure. Now he's got a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
Just his family name. They gave him all that NIL money.
yeah.
Now it's his time. Now it's his time to kind of showcase what he can do.
Texas better show
And
out.
he's on a team that's supposed to be competing for the national championship. So let's see if he can lead them to the promised land.
Texas better show out. He got all the swagger. He going out there in them streets, going to the hood, hanging out with his players. He can throw, he can run, and he I'm
Got to
rooting
put it
for
all
him.
together, though, man. You
Yeah,
got to put it
I'm
all
rooting
together.
for him. I'll just say that. I'll just say that. Listen, we out here everywhere online. I'm looking at us on Twitter. I'll always call it Twitter, never call it X. I see everybody there. Appreciate y'all. If you got questions, comments, put them in there. Not gonna talk about the lowly Cowboys because Jerry Jones he got more money than he need to. He need to give Michael Parsons his money.
Yeah, I
That's all
mean,
I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
you know what, man? I mean, I've been reading and kind of trying to get a better grasp of that whole situation. Um, Michael Parsons has earned his money.
Yeah.
He deserves to get. He either deserves to get paid or deserves to get traded. Putting him in
Mm,
that stall is unfair to him as an athlete.
yeah.
Now, from the business side of Jerry Jones and them, I can see it from their side too. We gave Dak $60 million and he went out the third game of the season,
My
and
goodness,
then
he
we didn't
sure
see it
did.
back it up. So, do we want to turn around and make another big investment on somebody on defense? Even though he's great, do we want to make that other investment or not? And don't get me wrong, I think Jerry Jones is an a hole. I think he's an
Yeah.
a hole.
Yeah.
I think his family's they're a holes the way they
Hmm.
conduct their business. But it doesn't negate the fact that it's business. It's business, and it's a business decision. Do they want to put this long term money in Michael Parsons right now? Something's telling them not to do it. I don't know why, but they're saying don't do it. So and that's their
Somebody's
right.
in
But I
Jerry's
do
ear.
believe, yeah, but I do believe they need to come to a conclusion and either let him go,
Yeah,
trade him, and get what they want to get for him, or sign him and let him play.
yeah,
You know, I mean, the part about it, man, that's so bad is like every time we get these guys that hold out and then they sign later on after missing preseason to do these things, 9 times out of 10 they get hurt,
yeah,
they get injured. So I don't want Michael Parsons to get injured. I don't want that situation to happen. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
And that's what a lot of these sports now. And again, I'm reaching probably, but I'm seeing a lot of these higher level athletes that we never had the ACL tears as much as we did before, and seeing a lot of that happening, obviously in football, but just and man, when you see it happen, I've never had my ACL tear, but like even basketball, whatever, when you see it happen, you see it and you can feel it because it looks so violent when it happens. Right,
well, I mean,
just when they slow it down on video,
yeah,
and
yeah,
again,
yeah, yeah.
I'm not, never been in that situation, but my gosh, it just seems like there's so many more instances of something like that happening, where WNBA players, who's just out because she tore her ACL, and then like I say, everybody else in some other sports as
Yeah.
well.
Well, I just think the athletes now at such a young age have so much wear and tear on their body, right? So because they're preparing at a higher rate. And some are specialized in their sport. They're not even taking a break. They're just playing their sport 24/7 all year round
So the
to perfect
clubs
it and
that
get better.
selects the AAUs like that, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Before you play baseball, then you go into I mean, you play baseball, then you play football, then you play basketball, then you go track maybe, and then you go right back to baseball. So you always had a break working different muscles in different sports, even if you played all sports in high school. Now it's football 24/7, 365 for a lot of them. Maybe football and track, maybe
hmm
football and basketball, but definitely if they're going to football, they're 24/7 on it. They're grinding in it. That means the weight room, the plyometrics, the diet, the training, the different types of running, the regimen you're trying to do. It's all towards football. And then you got to think some of these parents are holding their kids back so they can have an extra year to develop and play and get ready to
yeah,
go as well. So now you're putting all this wear and tear on this person's body, and then they get to a point where they're against other athletes and other elite athletes. I mean, by the time and with no rest, your body's tore down at the age of 20, 21, 22, 23. Um,
man,
so there's got to be, I mean, I think they're trying to find a better way, but I do believe there's got to be somewhere, some parts in the regimen where there has to be rest. There's got to be rest for the body, let the muscles recover, and go. And that's in all sports. All
yeah.
sports that people are playing.
Hopefully, as these athletes, they're all professional at least at that college level, and it's probably going to trickle down. We've talked about that as well from a NIL perspective. They have something to say about it, some type of collective bargaining, some type of say in how they are utilized.
Well, I
Uh,
truly believe, if you want my opinion, I truly
yeah,
believe college athletics is going to become union. I think the athletes are going to become unionized. It only makes sense to protect themselves.
yeah,
Now, will the NCAA fight it? I think it's kind of a murky situation, right? Because right now they're trying to cap on the NIL. They're trying
yeah.
to make sure they figure out some way to do it. And I think Nick Saban is on that committee to
hmm
make that happen, to kind of curve it, cap it where these guys aren't making, one, they're not making as much money, and two, that it's going to be a different way to pay the money out because it's kind of gotten out of control, right? I think everyone would agree about that. Now, with that being said, if that doesn't happen, I do believe NCAA sports needs to unionize, especially at the Division I upper echelon level, where there's Power Five or just D1, where they're getting some pretty good money, because if they unionize, they can protect themselves. And also, I believe if they become unionized, the university should make them all employees of the school.
Wow.
If you're an athlete, you should become an employee of the school. Because wait, that does two things. If you're an employee and your services, you're not your service, you're not meeting your performance. Now they can have a recourse because you're now a person that's working for the school. Secondly, also, as a union, you guys can collectively discuss things to make sure they get a fair share of the money that's coming into all of the NCAA. So I think it's a lot of moving pieces right now that's going on with NCAA behind the scenes on how this is all going to work. I've already told you day one. I think Power Five is going to divest from NCAA
Yeah.
at some point. I don't think there's no need for them to be a part of the NCAA, in my opinion, right now. It doesn't do anything for them. It just provides a governing body. It doesn't provide any other services. But the book's already been written, so they know how to govern themselves. And if you're Power Five, you got to understand you're pretty much in every major bowl as far as football is concerned. It's only Power Five schools. It's very rare that you'll see a school outside of the Power Five, even with this new 12-man format. It's still going to be all Power Five schools that are going to be participating in it. Um, with that being said, I think as soon as those big schools figure out a way to curve the money for the World Series tournament and for basketball tournament, I think at that point, once they figure out some situation how they can still sustain that money and get that money in by playing in those things and figure it out, that's when they'll figure out how to go ahead and divest from the NCAA and become their own entity.
That conversation, I think it only work again at those higher levels, at that D1 level.
Yes.
I'm not. You're not going to see a D2, D3. You're not going to see
No, no.
UC Merced. Shouts out to Merced. You're not going to see them
Yeah.
having this leading this conversation.
No, no,
It's
it's
going to
going
be
to
this.
be Power Five. It's
Yeah.
going to be specifically Power Five schools, and I think they'll be in a better position once the Pac-12 comes back, because they'll indoctrinate the Pac-12 into the Power Five as well. It'll be the Power Six now. That goes in there with all those conferences, or it'll be the Power Five again. I'm sorry. But they'll have all those schools. They'll have a total of probably about 40, 50 schools. At that point, you're straight, right? Last man gets the lowest seed, first man gets in. We play a basketball tournament. Same thing with baseball, you're good. Until you start getting these other schools to kind of come into the Power Five to make it bigger and better and better. Or they partner with NCAA and say, hey, our teams can go to those tournaments too. We split the money. No, you're not longer getting all the money. We're going to split the money. So they'll figure out a way. I think those conversations, they'll figure out a way. But I do believe there's no reason for Power Five to have to adhere and be a part of the NCAA the way it currently stands right now.
Y'all heard it right here, ladies and gentlemen. You've been saying it for years. We're just waiting
Yeah.
for it to happen, so they can cut you a check. Yeah, dude. spell his name right too, folks. Spell his name right.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I appreciate you. We appreciate you. This is what we're gonna do. Again, we're gonna be cognizant of time because I want you to get to where you got to be before it get too dark. I'm not sure which block you on right now, and I don't want no calls from your family saying come pick him up. Let's bring
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
bring this plane in, though, brother. Let's bring this plane in. Tell the folks if you want to. I know we talking about some things behind the scenes about what we were working on, but talk to them at a real high level, kind of some of the stuff that we planning on. Because Team No Sleep don't
Oh yeah,
sleep, and we still doing some things.
absolutely.
Don't
So
don't
I
give
think
everything
this.
away though. Yeah, don't give
Now I want
everything
to get
away.
everything away.
Okay.
This year we have in promise book the show to go on our college tour like we told people we're going to go. We have a university that wants to book it, so hopefully in November, late October, early November, we're out there and we can go ahead and do what we do as Team No Sleep. I
Mm.
think me individually this weekend I have my kickoff classic, an event that we really care about to give back to the homeless people. So we have several high school football games. The interest into the game is a canned good, and we give that canned good over to the San Diego Food Bank. And for the last 2 years, we used about 2 tons of food for each year, so that feeds about 400 or 500 families. Something that we're very very proud of.
Love that.
Um, Beyond that, man, just walking's God's walk, man. Walking that path He laying for me, man. That's all I. That's for me. For Team No Sleep, I think we're getting ready to go into bigger, better things. We're starting to pick up some momentum. I think people
Yeah.
are really feeling what we're talking about. So, very,
Yeah.
very, very, very proud of what we're doing.
Yeah, appreciate you for bringing that up, man. So that's what it is, right? We doing things together. We're doing things the right way and falling into place. Folks are seeing. So saying all that to say, keep riding with us, folks, because momentum is the truth. You're gonna see us before you see us in Santa Clara at the next Super Bowl because yes, we will be there for the Super Bowl this year. We didn't make it last year because Montel didn't. He didn't book the hotels in time.
Nah, my pockets wasn't that fat, man. I ain't gonna. I'll be the truth with our fans.
That New Orleans.
Pockets couldn't sustain that one.
That's all good.
But
We gonna be ready this time. We ready this time because we got that open invitation. But yeah, that's dope. So that being said, man, I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna let you go. We're gonna do what we got to do. Uh, take us home, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, one more shout out, man. Shout out to Diamonds in the Sand. It's gonna be a documentary, a docu. I think I want to say this right. A docu series
Okay.
about San Diego high school football. Please, everybody, go check it out. It's gonna be on. I believe it's gonna be on Hulu. It's gonna
Mm.
be on Tubi and a couple. And it's on Sean Marion's Lights Out platform. Shout out to Charles James, the creator of it. I do have a cameo. I got a little segment in there in the first episode, which is pretty cool. But please go out there and support that. It's called Diamonds in the Sand. Look it up, man. It's going to be something phenomenal to push the city of San Diego. And it talks about all the history, rich history about high school football and how we have, I think, 5 Heisman trophies, 1 in Division II and 4 regular Heisman Trophy winners from a small town, which is really excellent to be talking about. Beyond that, man, we'll be out. Again, please get comfortable having comfortable. Let me repeat myself. Get comfortable having uncomfortable conversations because that's how we learn. And man, check out on your loved ones, man, and God bless everybody.
What he said.
Montel and James, bringing the heat, team no sleep, with champions meet, we're on the mic, taking over the game, no time for rest, us ran it for fame. Talking sports, breaking it down from the court to the field, all around town, we stay up all night, grinding on the mic, bringing news, real stories on the fly. Montel's got the stats, James got the flow.